Hello? Hello? Good morning. Good morning, Teeny Nation. Hi. Hi. Do you guys notice anything different about me? Do you see do you see anything different? Maybe? Perhaps? Who is that? Hi! Good morning! Let me say hi to everybody who's here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. Hi, Sphinx! Hi, Galerio! Hi, Amai! Thank you for being first! Hi, Kat! Hi, Forte! Jacob, thank you for the follow. Hi, Cheeky! Cheeky, thank you for your resub! Thank you! Oh my god, 1 whole year? Real? Hi, Silent Ghost! Hi, Chimpy! Hi, Lurker! Hi! I didn't know we were getting visited by attorney, lawyer, detective today. Yes, today is detective, attorney, lawyer, teeny. Real. Not clickbait. Today we're gonna go back to the Genshin Impact Whodunit. Genshin Impact Whodunit. Yippee! You guys, I'm gonna be so honest. Today, I spent the whole day, like, recording for, Matsuri-con, which is, like, soon. Soon. I was working on my panel, because, I usually pre-record my panels, just so that, it's a little bit easier for me, and if there's, like, any internet issues, then it's, like, not a problem, you know? VTuber, behind the scenes. Immersion break moment. But anyway, I was working on like recording my panel stuff, and I was using the Got Teeny model for that because the Got Teeny model will be here by the time the panel happens. And I was using it all day, and I went back to use this one, and like as much as I love this one, I was like, man, because I want to use the Got Teeny stuff right now. I want to use it right now. It's like kind of, I'm not like demotivated to stream, but like a little bit, because it's like, ugh, I want to use the new stuff right now. I'm so excited for it, you know? Man. Can you pass a message to Teeny? Tell her Ganbo with debut, and we're rooting for her. Hey, wait, you guys. Hey, wait, look. Oh. I was here all along. I was here all along. Could you believe it? No way. I feel like we never see Teeny without glasses. I feel like we never see Teeny without glasses. Love the YouTube stream thumbnail. Thank you. I asked Sphinx what his favorite art of Farina was. So I used that one. Yippee! Yippee, yay, yippee! Genshin Impact! Farina, my beloved. No glasses looks nice. I'm not used to it. Their ass can't see shit. She's my wallpaper on one of my monitors. I like Farina's character design. I'm like not entirely sold on her personality yet because I'm so early into the story. But her design is fire. Anyway. Give it time, don't worry. I hope you guys are having a good day. And that you had I don't know, a productive day if you wanted it to be productive, or a restful day if you wanted it to be restful. Today I was very productive. I filmed. I recorded and edited and like went super crazy bananas bonkers mode on working on my panels. And I also did like debut prep stuff. Genuinely lately with prepping for debut plus conventions plus like VIVARIA stuff and like talking to people and emailing them and having meetings and you know, etc, etc. VTubing full-time job genuinely does feel like full-time job lately. Like I'm just doing shit all day. No time to watch sitcom. No sitcom, only work. Which like is good, but also weird because, you know, I'm kind of used to just sit on couch, make thumbnails, watch sitcom. You know? That's usually how my, like, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of the same when I guess this is old teeny lore that some of you might not know. But before I was a VTuber, I was like a small business owner. I made jewelry and I tabled at like markets and stuff like that. And so I would just sit at home all day and make jewelry. Like that was my job. I mean, the bulk of my job where I made my money was like, I don't know, listing things on Etsy and then also like tabling at markets. But I would kind of just sit at home all day and like watch The Office and make jewelry. Just like sit in living room. Which like I like it when my job is that. When my job is sit and watch other thing while I do work things, you know. But my job has been very not that lately, and it feels weird. Feels very strange. Hello, Hans, I'm on my phone. And the sound's off because I'm playing board games. Oh, slay. Have fun. Kicking myself for volunteering for overtime tomorrow. Oh. At least, hopefully you'll get paid for overtime. Right? In theory? Hopefully? I hope. Horse jewelry. Yeah. True and real. True and real. Anyway, it was busy today. It was busy. And I am an eber. So I don't know how long stream will be today, but do you guys remember how I was having those like, I don't want to say network problems because that's not really true. You know how my stream over the past little while has been like disconnecting? I swapped around my Ethernet cables to see if there's like a problem. So I put the other one into my gaming PC instead of my streaming PC. So I guess we'll see if we still have an issue. I want to like try to figure this shit out before debut, ideally. Ideally. In a perfect world. Glad there's a good chill vibe now, because I'd be napping otherwise. Is the teeny stream a chill vibe? I've been told that I'm a comfort streamer, but I feel like I yell a lot for a comfort streamer. I feel like I'd be saying the most insane shit sometimes. I don't really know if that is my brand. Comfort streamer. Maybe. I don't know. Your comfort all the way? Has comfy and tags? Yeah. But that was because when I hired a manager that 1 month, they were like, you should use these tags. And I was like, okay. So maybe I should change them. Funny you say that since I think your voice has a soothing quality to it. When I was recording today for Matsuri-con, I could tell that I was using my like performative con voice. And I don't even know how to describe that in any other way. It's like your phone voice. You know? It was like, thank you for joining me today. Definitely not comfy. Hey. Well, you expect me to see like the internet's favorite furry of 2025? Is that true? When did Puss in Boots come out? He's furry 2024. When? Cause Death was also the favorite furry. Maybe some of us find Hans gremlin noises chill. Comfort streamer. 2022. Okay. Slay. 2023. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know anything about anything. I feel insane today. You guys, I'm going crazy. I'm going freaking sicko mode in my mind palace. I don't know what's wrong with me. Today I just feel bananas. I was like sending messages to the VIVARIA group chat and I was like, hey you guys, hey you guys, hey. And I was like sending a million messages and no one was responding because everybody else is busy today or whatever. It's like, I feel especially social, but not about anything important. Bro's just yapping for the sake of yapping. 2022? Oh. Elden Ring. Yeah. Well. Happy Genshin. Time to play Genshin. Yes. Yes. Put my glasses on again. Oh. What's happening? They move around a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. No, that's not true. Tomorrow is the last, like, stream before debut. Real, not clickbait. There is technically 2 more streams, but they're React Andy. They don't count. They don't count. Hi, Ivany. Wow, greetings, handsome, mysterious stranger. I'm wondering, have you seen Teeny Tanuki? Bro, Teeny Tanuki is dead. I think it's funny that people still call me Teeny Tanuki. That branding was so strong, huh? That, like, I've been Izumi Teeny for like 2 years and people are still calling me Teeny Tanuki. What are we doing in Genshin today? Today in Genshin, we are doing the Fontaine Archon quest. Because I'm really, really behind. I forgot that the Teeny07 on YouTube is Teeny Yes Chef. Yes, chef. Teeny Tanuki went to the glue factory. There's been a murder, and it is Teeny Tanuki. I'm just old, I think. No, because like even some of my VTuber friends are like Teeny Tanuki, and I'm like, you guys, no. that one clip of Narissa where she's like, guys, I'm white. That's me, but being like, guys, I'm a horse. I'm not a tanuki anymore. You know? Me when I am a horse. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Let's play Genshin. If I need to turn up the game sound at all, just let me know. I had to turn everything down a little bit because Ryza was so loud. So I might have to turn up the game. Bum bum bum. Max volume anytime Farina speaks, please. Tanuki can transform, so maybe it's just a disguise. Well, that was the lore. But now I'm retconning all of it. I'm deleting the lore. The lore is no longer relevant. Yippee! Teeny's balls aren't big anymore. I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna get me, like, demonetized. But, like, so, like, you know, back when I was a tanuki, we, like, always talked about Teeny's balls, and I, like, kind of wanted to get away from it. And then when I rebranded it to a horse, everybody was like, so horsecock, huh? And I was like, can we stop? Can we just let it die? Please. I don't know. It's fine. I'm normal. Can we go back to the balls? Man, just VTuber things. Why you guys care so much how big my peepee is, huh? T-shirt that says big things coming. Help. Fuck. Happy Saturday. No reason in particular. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't believe you. Teeny, you're the only one I've ever heard talk about your pee-pee. Unfortunately, there are spaces that exist on this internet that is not the teeny chord, where people are crazy. How dare? I mean, I let it happen, so it's not... It's, you know, I don't know. I need something to help measure things. So anyway, today we are playing Genshin Impact. Yes. I'm going to turn up the volume. Is that okay? Is good. Okay. Yippee! Sometimes I think about when I streamed Genshin like every day.
Phew, it's heating up out here. It's so
I
draining.
literally have not logged in
Trapped in a sauna.
since the last time I
Isn't
streamed
green
this.
tea meant to be good for chasing away the heat? Paimon thinks she...
Whoa. The new robot girl is present now, right? She's real. Is she on banner? Currently? Hmm. And soonish. I see. Oh, Silali. On Tuesday. Hmm. Hi, Mia. Welcome in. I see. Is the volume still really quiet? Does it need to be... I don't know. The music's really quiet, isn't it? Music volume 10. Why is it so quiet to me?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Can you hear Paimon? Okay. I have some qualms. I have some qualms. Do you have the volume achievement? What is the volume achievement? I heard you can hear special dialogue if you keep messing with the voice settings. Oh. I like the hair more. But, okay, so... I don't know how many of you guys are, like, anime figure collectors / enjoyers / connoisseurs. But... The bunny girl... The bunny girl figures... I never really understood, like, the bunny suit ones, because they, like, how do I say this? The ones that are, like, with the tights, with the fishnets, obviously look, like, so much nicer than the ones without the fishnets, but the ones without the fishnets are, like, always more expensive, and I don't understand that. In my opinion, I think that this fit would have looked better with, like, some kind of socks or tights or something. I feel like the bare leg is kind of, I don't know. I think it would have looked fancier if it had something. You know? But I like her hair. I like her hair. Too much leg. Yeah, I don't know. It's Fontaine Course. I immediately bought this shit. It's pretty. I just would have preferred some sort of tights or something. I have always loved, like, the event art for Genshin. It's always so cute. Summer event. 65 days left.
Wow!
The way I have not touched... I don't even know what the Imaginarium Theater is. I've heard that it's the Abyss, but bad. That's all I know. This time it's permanent. Oh. This year, the summer area is permanent, but the rewards are limited. Ah. That's kind of like, is it Honkai? Or Zenless? One of them allows you to, like, keep doing the events after the... Or maybe both of them allow you to keep doing the events after the events are done. It's just, like, the limited rewards aren't still there. Both do it? Yeah. If I had $1 for every time Genshin locked some important piece of world lore behind a limited time event that never came back, you know? They love to do that shit. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, I'll try that out later, I guess, when I can leave.
Woohoo! Check out this swanky envelope. Got that land written all over it, huh? Let's open it up and see what it says.
Oh, different Paimon voice.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
I'm also sad that the English VAs for the MCs for Honkai Star Rail got replaced too during the strike. Really? Man.
How can you be so sure,
Well,
I am like, I am
was in charge of security
understanding,
near
but
the
also it
entrance at that time.
sucks.
I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of
Furries.
thing, you know.
Hi, catnaps.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Hi, Kato.
Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info.
What do you mean furries? These guys? These ones?
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue.
Yeah.
Wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is
These are
going.
the
Let's
Melazines.
go see, shall we? Ooh, things are
They're
getting
really
interesting,
cute little
huh? We're about to
creatures.
see how magic is made.
They're really, really cute. Okay, have I hit a point where I can actually go do the thing now? No. I thought it did because it let me have my team back. Is this the one that I'm doing right now? So an accident occurs, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Okay. I just wanted to show me where I need to go. I don't know how to read. They're really cute, actually. Just cute little freaks. I agree.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call
She's
me
so
Nadia.
cute.
I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Girl boss.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
The team I use
appreciate
her
your kind
in, I name it
interest. Come
Barbenheimer.
with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Kato, do you play much Genshin currently?
Below
Or at all?
stage?
Yes,
Or ever?
a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
You got me to update ZZZ, and you're close to getting me to update Genshin now. Genshin
The back?
is
You mean the inside
much
of the
further
door?
than this point that I'm
What's different
currently
about
at.
it?
There's a
I
whole
didn't
other
notice
nation
anything.
and a whole other new nation on the way.
Very good indeed. I
I've
thought you might not
been-
be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
I've
The back of
been
this door
putting it
was
off,
patterned. Those patterns are now
doing
gone,
this
replaced by a
questing,
smooth wooden
but
board. So, if you put two and two together,
the new
what
area
do you
that's
get?
upcoming has a character that I've been like in love with for many moons. So I I need to get the resources from doing the quests. So haha moons, haha moons.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
There's a purple brooding lad coming out soon apparently.
Oh,
There are
so there's a
many, many new
passageway under the
characters. If
magic
you
box?
want to see all of them, they are all on the Genshin Twitter. They like basically leaked all of them.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The two magic boxes are positioned right above the two entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Ah.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device.
I haven't even
here,
seen
with
Farina's
which it would complete
area.
The rest of the steps.
When
The
we
audience
have a
member would only
moment
be
where I
able to
can
feel
leave
some slight
the
movements in the
quest
dark,
and go
and by the time she walked out,
fuck
she
around
would
a little
already be
bit.
back on stage.
I'll show you. I explored a lot of Fontaine for not having done the quest.
Right!
There was a couple areas that I got to 100% exploration without even touching the quest.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite
that's
part
funny.
of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So
Okay, I'm updating.
wow.
I'll show you the underwater area. I literally, when Fontaine came out, I spent like 2-3 days just streaming the underwater exploration because I was like, I'm playing mermaids.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box.
Gotta
on
know
the
every
trolley
inch of
could
the area
finish
that you will
ascending.
soon be reintroduced to.
And then
It was
I
more
walk out
so
of the
like,
other box
I
in the
wanted to be
audience
able to
area,
do the
and
quest
trick
without having
would
to
be
like
complete.
stop the quest.
The operative word here being
To run around
work.
and explore and like
But as
unlock
you
shit.
saw,
You know what I
Cal
mean?
was
Like
in
I
the
just wanted to be
box,
able to do
not
the
our
quest and have no
audience member.
issues.
She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know.
I'm also
how
waiting
that
on
happened.
Columbina. Yeah, that's the character that I...
If not for that interlude, this would have been
Yeah.
an astonishing trick. I probably never
I
would have
need
figured out how you
Columbina
pulled it off.
more than anything ever.
Yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick
Water
to
horse
commit
Kelpie
a
hours?
crime. Could we have a look
Hort.
around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
Hort.
This is the scene of the crime.
Hort, but
So
underwater.
Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Completely understood. Shakes your hand. Fantastic taste. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ah, you guys! I forgot to say! At Animathon last weekend, there was a booth that had art. Like, I mean, there's always booths with Genshin art because Genshin's really popular. But there was a booth that had art of Scaramouche with long hair. And I... It was so good. Echo? Echo? What do you mean, Echo?
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why
Seems
would it
like
have
your
been
voice
left here?
input is doubling up on my end.
Whatever it is, let's make
Is
a
it doubling
note
for
of it
anybody
first.
else? Okay, that's good. Well, that's good.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this
It was
down
just
to
me.
you and think about it later.
I'm glad it got sorted. Broken vase, huh? Ah. Yes, clues. Yes, quite. I am detecting. I am thinking. I'm thinking. Uh-huh. It's neat. That's an Animal Crossing reference, by the way. Sometimes the villagers say that when you walk up to them, their speech bubble is like, I'm thinking, uh-huh, it's neat.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore, you guys. Hi, Kyle. Okay, the vase, the dress. I don't see any other... This case is hard. I quit. I don't know what else to investigate here. I don't think there is anything else. I can sit. I think that's it. Can I leave now? Let me out! I think I saw a vent near the other side of the wall. Oh shit. Amogus? This guy's venting! A vent, huh? Above? Or on the ground? Oh.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with
The
them,
killer
the space
vented.
would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Oh my god, Among Us!
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Man, I'm so pissed off that I chose Lumine as my pro tag. I wish I'd picked Aether. Makes me so mad. Why did I do that?
Well, we've ascertained
Why
the
is
state of
that?
the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort
Because
out our
Aether is a
findings
cute
once Maluz
boy?
returns. Seems to me that there are
And it's
several
Boy
things
Collector
that don't
Simulator
add up
that I'll
here.
never finish.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
It will always be incomplete.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards
I do
have
technically
checked the
have
area
a
carefully. No one
Asia
left through the
server
basement
account
during the performance or
that
afterwards.
has
So the
Aether.
tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the
Plot
kind
twist,
you
end of
usually see in
Genshin,
novels.
you swap MCs permanently. Wish I chose Stealth for Hunkstarl. Really?
Plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. Huh. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides. That's right. This is how Indemnitium is produced.
Hi,
The
Tyru.
statements from
Welcome in.
both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will and is a judge in its own right.
This
I missed
also
that
precludes
meme.
any
I don't.
kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This too, then, finally, the Oratrice will be
Oratrice
consulted by
again?
officials.
The
The result it returns is the will of
Cardinal.
justice itself.
Huh?
Mm.
So that machine is the one that actually decides?
Yes, quite.
I'm unbuttoned over there called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have
Better than
always
Kiddo
come to
saying,
the same
I don't know what that
judgment,
means.
Which is why people have great
I
faith
also had
in the
never
Chief
heard that
Justice. Ah,
until you
yes,
said
the
it.
guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place.
I'm still
before the trial.
in Skibbity Riz, Ohio.
Because
What is
we've
this
chosen
shit
to act
now?
as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't asking what Oratrice blah 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 meant. I'm also streaming on Twitch right now,
Of
so if you are
course.
missing some
I
context,
just hope you don't mind
my
the
Twitch chat is a little bit more
options.
active.
I'm afraid that catering to all
My Twitch chat
tastes
is a little more
not in the
active.
cards, nor is any
for the
guarantee of
follow.
balanced nutrition.
In that
Hold
case,
on.
let's just sort out our findings together here. Hey, I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh.
I multi-stream to
suddenly
both
doesn't seem like
platforms,
such a bad idea
mostly
after
for archival purposes, because I like having all of my streams archived. But feel free to watch and chat on whichever platform you prefer. Though the emotes over on the Twitch chat are like better.
Just kidding. Paima will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then
YouTube
we'll
streams
simply
can't do
make some.
this. Yeah. 7TV YouTube integration win.
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
There's even new emotes of Teeny on Twitch,
Wait, you're carrying a portable
as well as
stove with you?
animated emotes.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Enjoy your lurk.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
Oh, hey, these were the things that I got in the mail for her birthday.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
I was applauding.
I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly.
Next time
about
someone
the
asked me
taste
what I
on a
did for a
sugar
group
rush,
project,
would
I
you?
was applauding.
Tea is
And I was
daintily
offering
served as
encouraging
well.
smiles.
This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit. No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack
Oh my
any
god, you guys,
logical
I'm
motive.
1 follower away from 500 on
Paimon
Blue
did such a
Sky.
thing right when everyone was watching.
So epic.
The flower vase
I
and the
didn't-
thud we heard
I
during
didn't
the
hop on
performance
Blue Sky as
could
quickly as
indicate some
everybody else
altercation
did.
between Halsey and the criminal
So I'm
in the
kind of
tunnel,
behind everybody
resulting in the
else.
shattering of the vase, the
Me.
discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Social media is hard.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
I love when Paimon, like,
Macarons are
holds
amazing,
her head.
Vivaria. They smell great. They're
She's,
nice
like,
and
having a
crisp and
crisis.
super sweet.
I really relate to that. Me when I throw my hands to my
They are
head
my
because I'm
specialty
confused and I'm
after all.
stressed.
And I see you.
I don't know
already
what
had
to
5
do.
of them.
Ugh.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
Is there a ghost?
How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal.
Is there a
Louise,
ghost?
Shut up the stove again, if you would.
Huh?
Is that
What are you doing?
secret third person is actually a
Making
ghost?
sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
I've solved it.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
There's a ghost.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right. Thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right. It's time to put our heads together. We've got
Can I
to get
leave?
our defense ready for the trial.
Can I leave now? No. My immersion.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help
8 to 10. My immersion.
How we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Thomas. My beloved.
Tanuki!
I love him. Time to be a lawyer.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia.
Unless she does,
we'll be going
somehow,
then.
magically.
Best of luck to you.
Unless she's a suspect.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
What the hell?
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Objection!
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact,
I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Vtui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Whoa.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Ugh.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Dude, she's such a brat.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Ugh. I'm scared. What does it mean? Child is here in Fontaine. Yeah.
Please answer my
Cause
question,
a
Mr. Linney.
rift of trust, for
sorry.
sure.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Hi, Scarf Goose. I request a brief adjournment.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Hi, Nick. Dude, she sucks a little. She's like so over the top. Hi, Ixie.
Well, this is awkward.
No, she's perfect.
I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
No red flags.
Yeah.
She does. It's
Sorry.
awesome.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
Yeah,
I'm
real.
Very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain.
We've also
I know
learned
you've
that
clashed with the Vtui several times before.
the Fatui is
I
not
wouldn't be
just black and
surprised if
white.
just hearing the
Because
word is enough to
Child
make you
and his
upset.
brother and shit.
But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
Child who unleashed a big ass whale. Okay,
I knew if it weren't
I'm not
for our
saying he's
respective
without
identities,
fault.
we could become good friends.
I'm not saying he's without fault, but I'm saying
That's
that
why I
his
didn't wish to
goals
flat
are
out
not
lie to you,
like
but chose to hide some details
the
instead.
war criminal. Yeah,
truth
but
is
like
very
his
important,
motives
but
are like
being
family
completely
based.
transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
You know? My ass did not forgive the twins until like the last chapter of this Archon quest, low-key. I was like, damn, she's a brat. Gotta tame that. Scar Munch, that's black and white, am I right, fellas? No, he's... Well... Yeah, he's a little gooped in the head. I don't want to fix him. I'm obsessed with whatever's wrong with him. He just wants to kill people. Yeah, I guess that's true. How are you today? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I'm okay. I was busy all day. I was recording panel for MatsuriCon. Teeny forgives war crimes if they're their little meow meows. Yeah.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
Her
You met a
deadpan face
Vtu
is so
who works
funny.
as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too.
Especially when you
But
realize
still,
this is coming
I'm
right off the
asking
heels
you to
of
trust
tutorial
me.
shenanigans for the
I am
Traveler.
no
No wonder they're
criminal.
pissed. Yeah.
At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but
Genshin Impact. Hi, Coffee! Are you winning? No, the Traveler just got swindled as fuck.
right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
I want to go back and make a fresh account when the main story stuff is all done in a few years so I can replay the whole story without breaks. Dude, that's crazy. You're going to be sitting there for like 15 hours. Maybe more. It's like, that's a lot.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Why didn't they
After
just
that,
say this to begin with,
the
though?
homicide occurred just as you saw.
I don't understand what the purpose was of keeping that from them. Thank you for the follow. It'd be so fun to experience the whole story without waiting months for updates. This is true. You also would probably pick up things that a lot of us have missed because, you know, like, we forgot because it was years ago. Without breaks doesn't mean non-stop. It's just like, yeah, I understand.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course.
Because their father told them to keep it a secret, I think.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Thought I did this already. Thank you for the follow.
There you have it. The whole truth.
Nice to meet
swear,
you.
I didn't hide anything from you this time. It
On
was never my
online, I
wish to
suppose.
proceed
I
under
suppose
this
to
cloud of mistrust either.
in person.
But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Vtui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that
Even-
the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Even though they lied, like, there's still no evidence that they've literally murdered someone. I don't know. Hi, Bortoxy. Shout out to the one girl in that lineup that never made it. Thinking about it last night, but it's crazy how almost the entire Fontaine cast got leaked 8 months before the region came out. Which girl didn't make it? I don't know, man. It was a girl that looked very gothcore. A character design that never became a character.
Huh? Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Ortree's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Ortree's core within the Opera House's underground structures. Still want to defend the femboy? Femboys are perfect. They can do no wrong.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Fanboys exist above the law. Based on the opposition account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Oh, I get to play a minigame? Yippee!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes
What the fuck?
to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
No!
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
She speaks. Loopholes. I don't know. I don't know what order this is supposed to go in. Oh.
Seems
You can go between different parts. I don't know, man. Oh, okay.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel.
Have some deductive reasoning, detective, lawyer, attorney,
Had that
TD.
altercation with Halsey.
I don't have reading comprehension.
Linny went to the room that contained
Thing you
the
never want to hear
orchesis
from your
core.
lawyer.
This is the actual truth.
Time for some deductive reasoning. Trials and errors each option. No, I can read sometimes. Nope. This one?
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
Ace Attorney.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowl hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him!
And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Whoa. Okay. Which of the evidence that Linny wasn't in the tunnel... Wait, which is the evidence that Linny wasn't in the tunnel when the crimes took place? Irrelevant. Not yet investigated. Is there only one option? No, there's 3.
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
I can read.
This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already
Don't worry, you
entered
guys.
the basement via the vent.
Horses can read.
The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Oh yeah, that one goth girl. I see it, I see it. Select the gear icons in the interface to check the corresponding keys questions. Okay. Time to guess who the murderer was. Guard's investigation report indicated that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the ropes suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowl in the box below. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath. If Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady that went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along? The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's
Hypothesis correct.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowl, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting!
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clap. The deceased's name is Cowl.
I feel like
we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
wait, okay, I need to go back.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between.
Can I go back?
Linny was
No.
not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Oh yeah, okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
He would have...
Did I fuck it up?
Halsey's clothing was in... The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant.
I wish you could just go
would have been able
back.
to
What the
tamper
hell?
with the equipment.
How can I prove that there was an altercation in that tunnel?
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
God, I
The
can't
sound
read.
we heard may have come from a clash between the missing...
Who's the prime
The
suspect?
deceased's name is Cowl.
Okay, we got it.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Fuck. No! I don't know.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Fuck. That one,
It would have
huh?
been tough
That's the
for
one that
both
I'm
people
struggling
to
with.
fit-
What the fuck? They said you don't get any more guesses.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Sorry for going nonverbal. I'm locked in.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
I'm focused.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
The water.
This was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is... Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be
Because you're a
out
perfect
there
femboy.
Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since
Of course I'm
Cal
right.
was the deceased,
Of course.
we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes. when
Femboy
at the
trust, the
end
most
of their
important
rope.
thing to have.
The way I
Exactly.
see it, your
Exactly.
suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
We are still examining the items,
Bah.
but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
My
We
throat made
discovered
a funny
several
noise.
test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Water that makes
gotta be
people
kidding.
dissolve and
People
disappear.
dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Fuck. Who is the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Huh?
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
I don't know, man.
The water from the primordial sea Now it seems like the hook rope was not...
Fuck. This one is incorrect.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage. I remember there was something else.
Girl.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not...
Too hard. It's First try. Don't worry, you guys. We got there.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Lynette?
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close. Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Bah!
Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no! Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
Oh no.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
What's happening? So
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
Like, okay, so maybe the water that dissolves people potentially would have worked, question mark, if they were a person from Fontaine, but they're not from Fontaine, they're from Mondstadt. So that's still not debunked. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
okay.
I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Teeny's a professional lawyer? Yes, I am indeed detective attorney lawyer.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh god, okay. Fuck. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, were you actually paying attention? The thing is that I was paying attention. It's just that not all of them need to be selected. So I'm like confused.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during
Hi,
the struggle
Shizu.
between Lillian and Cowell.
I was paying attention. Yeah, I was listening. I'm just stupid. Tee. No. I don't know where the random number selector goes. Probably this, right? Fuck.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened. Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if
Bro,
she
I was
left.
paying attention. I
So
didn't
she
realize I
changed
needed to
clothes and
critically
hid,
think.
biding her
Just
time.
tell me. Yeah, just tell me the
That's what one might
story.
expect of an experienced thief.
See? Not all of them are used.
Detective time on time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. Two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Woo! Scary. We were almost done for.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah,
It wasn't a ghost, it was her.
The whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina.
Oh, he's tired of her
if I
shit.
may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
Okay.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Oh.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you
Oh,
dared
it
to bring
keeps
before
going.
this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly, unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
And now he can no longer talk.
Okay, good night.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth
I forgot
align with
that
those of an
Fatus
orphan
was
like me.
the correct word for that.
That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, She caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
The fuck?
No. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person, and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland. To us orphans,
Thank you for
the
the follow.
only connection we have left to this
Welcome.
world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Bye, Linny!
Oh, Paimon. Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like every time I play Genshin and I do some of the questing, I'm like, you know, like I always leave the quest being like, wow, that was really good, but I'm upset. You know? Shit. I don't know, man. This shit is bananas. Where do I go? How do I get out of here?
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would
She's
just
so
be a meal,
cute.
so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then.
She's so cute.
Meal.
Wow, I did it! Quest completed. Quest completed. Okay, I gotta be honest, you guys. I have to pee. I'm gonna take a moment's break, but that means that now I can run around and show Kato the underwater like I said I would 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago. How long did that take? Remember when I said I would do that? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go for a small break. I will be back very soon, though. We don't count? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, BRB, one sec. See you soon. Bye. Hello, I'm back. Hi. Hello, hi, hello, hi. Hello, hi, hello, hi. I'm back. I am not gonna stream for like too much longer because I'm gonna have like a late dinner and sit on my couch and probably watch Hannah Montana. I'm on season 2. I've made my way through all the sitcoms that I care about. So now I'm watching old children's shows that I liked. Like Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place. I haven't checked, but I would love it if Sunny with a Chance was on Disney Plus, but I haven't looked. Anyway, hi. Hi. Did you watch them before? Do they hold up if so? I mean, like, these shows that I'm watching, these children's shows that I'm rewatching, I watched them when they were airing. So, as an adult, they're different. Like, I don't feel the same way that I do about them as I did when I was younger, you know? But, like, they're good. They're like, I don't know, they're good family shows, I think. Oh, hey, welcome back. Hey! I'm back! Hannah Montana doesn't hit the same way when you're older, I guess. I also, like, am of the opinion that Hannah Montana was really good in season 3, and everything else is kind of, Season 4, I felt like they were trying to wrap things up too much, and, like, season 1 and 2, I think the actors were, like, too young. So it all felt really try-hard. You know what I mean? But season 3 is the good stuff. Is Catnap still here? Cato Napo? Catnap's check? I'm gonna do the trial. Lunar charged reaction. She is cute. What the hell? She's a vacuum. She's really cute. The, like, little glowy bits on her outfit are kind of crazy. Electro, huh? The vacuum is really funny.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Wow, her stuff feels like the animation feels bouncy the way that Zenless does for her.
Installation chamber deployed.
For her. This? Interesting. That was so fast, though. Lately, Genshin has been taking notes from ZZZ, especially in their trailers. I think people like the kind of bouncy, cartoony style. Alright, sit lolly. I know people really like her. Holy back. Holy back, holy hips. Oh, what the hell? Whoa. I definitely missed some up there.
Take me up.
Whoa. This is so cool. Is it a pillow? Cute, what the hell? She's like 200 plus years old and reads Yaimiko's fanfics. That's so funny. She's really cute.
Fulfill our pact.
Dodge this.
I don't remember how to use Kaya.
Many happy returns.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling.
Oh my god, she's cute!
Ninjutsu.
Show no mercy.
Cute!
You two, time to end them.
I do really like this thing that they have done with the burst animations in Natlan, which is like, it takes up like the whole screen as like a, I don't know, it's like a, I know that they were like whole screen animations before, but like it's different. It's different now.
Fulfill our pact.
Up to it, Manzai. Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
Laline, he's Papa. Get him. Yeah.
Cute.
Come on out. Gotta dash.
Show no mercy.
She's cute.
Suffer the wrath of Eastling. Yeah.
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry. Many happy returns.
You two, time to end them.
Yeah. I like her. She's really cute.
Frostbite.
Laline, he's Papa. Get him. Get to work. Yeah.
I like her little pillow. Cutie. OMG, your model? I'm a horse. What? I want to do this. Today is technically the last scheduled stream with this model. So if you are new here, I have a debut upcoming next weekend. Next weekend. If you want to see sneak peeks of the new model, it's on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter, which you can find here if you want. She's reading fan fiction. So cute. I like her. I'm a fan. Okay. I'm gonna go do, I don't know. Dailies, I guess. I suppose. You kind of did your dailies already, actually, did I? By just doing trials and questing?
Ad Astra at... I am sorry, but you have not...
I have not. If you go back to menu and hit the book on the top of the screen. What do you mean by this? Book. Oh. I was like, what are you saying to me?
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing.
Oh. I see.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Add extra applesauce. Well. God. Genshin. I don't know anything that's happening in Genshin Impact. There was a moment in my life where I would wake up and I would play Genshin for like 8 hours. And then I would start to stream. And then I would play Genshin for another like 4 to 6 hours. And that was all I did. And now I open Genshin and I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed now. I don't even know if I was like building characters. This one. Probably. These freaking things. It's crazy that you don't have to use an interactive map anymore. That's crazy work. Back in my day. Back in my day, you had to open up another browser tab with a interactive map. I still do that, yeah. I'm playing mermaids. Is there only one? Not more than one? Oh, there's a couple. If you have Linny on your team. Got it. Oh, he's dead.
My show.
Ah!
Mustn't.
The water. That's so funny. Man. Teeny at the beach. What crimes will they commit? Murder, apparently. Oops. Are there still more over there? I can't fight these guys. I'm not strong enough.
And voila!
Dude,
Justice will prevail!
there's no way.
Stand with me! Drop your weapons! Show's over!
This team is so fucking underleveled. There's no way.
Step right up! A round of applause! Stop right there! Hands where I can see them! Our bond is strong! You asked for it!
Wow. I survived. Miraculously. With only one death. Awesome. Yippee! Is there another one over here? Please don't look at me. Please don't look at me. I just want the starfishes. That's all. Teeny hates Linny. No! No! It was not intentional. No! Huh? A thing. Dandy always used to call them, hydroculus, and it used to make me so upset. Puzzle. This was like the newer area, right? Yeah, it was. Hydroculus? No. No! Hydroculus. Please, for the love of God, Hydroculus.
Stand with me.
Bird. Is that all the... Surely not. Surely there are more of them, right? I love the seals. They're so cute. Little guys. Yippee! So weird to be playing Genshin. This is what made me start streaming. Not really. What made me start streaming was Animal Crossing. But by the time I got my PC figured out, I was deep in Genshin. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna build a PC so that I can stream Animal Crossing. And then I built my PC. And then I downloaded Genshin Impact. And then I think I streamed Animal Crossing only a handful of times. And now I'm a horse. Exactly. Bitch, don't look at me!
Final warning.
bond is strong.
Now disappear! Here comes the finale!
Justice will prevail.
Step right up!
Drop your weapons. I'll settle this.
Ow!
Final warning.
Now disappear!
Hands where I can see 'em.
Thought this was horde perceiving hours. Not for the enemies. I'm minding my business. Can you just let me collect my starfish in peace, please? I don't want to bother you. I'm just I have a grandpa to level. Leave me alone. Collecting starfish on my beach. I know. They said not allowed. But like they're everywhere over here. Do you see this? Do you see them all? There's so many. Remember this area having lots? Yeah, they're everywhere. Yippee! I think Escoffier also needs these too. Ugh! I'm upset that I didn't get her. She was so beautiful. I logged in and I tried, and I didn't have enough currency because I wasn't like actively playing. So, it did not happen. But she was so beautiful. Her hair and like her color scheme a little bit. I was like, close enough. Welcome back, Pomu Rainpuff. I think I see yellow hair anime girl. And I'm like, yeah. Pomu coded. She was very cutie. Am I gonna hit the edge of the world here? Yeah. Did I get enough things? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. I did! Have a good lurk!
Apparently, I'll have to show a little more of my true capabilities. I did not
Gonna do some
realize that you
treadmill?
had such a penchant for getting into dangerous situations.
I'm gonna leave soon. So I can eat. Oh man, I need the goop. Oh man, I need the goop. Okay. I'm gonna leave. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. While I played some more of the Genshin Fontaine Archon Quest. Tomorrow, I think I will be live. Any chance you want to react, Andy, to the Nogcry trailer right now? I could. I would just have to end the YouTube stream first, so that I don't get bonked for having content that isn't mine. Yeah. Sure, I can do that. Okay, well, if you are watching on YouTube, we are going to end the stream here. Yeah. Thank you for watching on YouTube. I will raid us into on YouTube. Nothing actually. I don't have any waiting rooms up. Lamau. So bye, YouTube. I should be streaming tomorrow. It might be Twitch only. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes if I get all my stuff done. But if I am streaming tomorrow, it will be Zenless. It will be Zenless Zone 0. Yeah. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for hanging out.